Hello, my name is Blake Patterson, and welcome to Real Values. On this week's episode, I discuss James Sweeney's Twinless. Although I have only seen it once, James Sweeney's Straight Up was a solid directorial debut, and I hoped Sweeney would adjust his skills more with his follow-up. Katie Findlay appears in an amusing cameo before the opening credits for this film, though. While some jokes fall flat and are simply silly, Twinless is a creative step forward for Sweeney through a bolder and cleverer screenplay. The central premise concerns two men who meet at a support group for twins who have lost their siblings. By pairing the straight, street-smart Roman, played by Dylan O'Brien, with the gay, book-smart Dennis, played by Sweeney, Sweeney's basic framework suggests the makings of a buddy comedy about two men who were unlikely to meet each other. While that film would be amiably enjoyable, what makes Twinless a truly special work is how Sweeney transcends your expectations and journeys into the abyss with his characters. The emotional honesty and disruptions in the psychodrama, along with how it subverts narrative conventions, reminded me of Pedro Almodovar at his best when he delves into the layers of psychology, especially in his more masculine works like Talk to Her. Sweeney's bold drive to delve into the isolation of Dennis's deception against Roman's bottled-up rage, which eventually leads to a shocking act of violence, is admirable in an era when mainstream storytelling is too timid to examine the moral muddiness of people. While he is primarily known for the Maze Runner franchise, O'Brien has never demonstrated this much emotional range in a part, particularly one that requires him to play Roman and his twin brother Rocky in a flashback involving Dennis. Roman's emotional turmoil and Rocky's charming flakiness are palpable in O'Brien's portrayal of each character. One scene where Roman pretends to talk to Dennis as if he is Rocky is the film's most heartbreaking moment because O'Brien brings Roman's grief to the forefront as he shatters emotionally. Even though O'Brien is the core of the film's overwhelming power, Sweeney's deadpan sensibility meshes seamlessly with Dennis's self-loathing and artificial sense of self. The other cast members, including Aisling Franciosi as Dennis's co-worker Marcy and Lauren Graham as Roman's mother Lisa, are credible, but O'Brien and Sweeney are integral to the film's success. Sweeney's skills as a filmmaker were already strong, but he has grown more inventive with how he frames and edits his vision. Sweeney's consideration of faces at their most emotionally worn is touchingly realized. However, Sweeney's most impressive decision involves a split screen between Roman and Dennis at a costume party that evolves so effortlessly it is as if Sweeney has been directing movies for more than a decade. What makes the scene so memorable emotionally is how Sweeney conveys the juxtaposition of Roman's joy and Dennis's longing, from his vivid color palette to his adept framing of shots to illustrate a character's feeling, particularly on an internal rather than external level. Each artistic decision is organic in Sweeney's development of his vision. Unlike Almodovar's tragic work, Sweeney ends his story with hope that Roman and Dennis will improve and reconnect by being honest with each other finally. The optimistic ending might feel odd for how bleak Twinless has become, but Sweeney earns the distinction skillfully. Thank you for watching this video. Have a great night.